3, bringing you the case of transnational crime. What does transnational crime have to do with international relations? Transnational crime are done by non-state actors which connected globally and has threatened the global security, stability, economy and also implicated many countries around the world. And that's why transnational crime and international relations are connected to each other. Transnational crime is a form of crime organized by a particular group of people which exceeded the territorial boundaries of a country. Transnational crime included cybercrime, identity-related crime, illegal trade in culture, heritage objects, environmental crime, privacy crime, illegal trade in organs, and etc. And in this video, we are going to talk about illegal fishing that happens on the boundary of Indonesia and Philippines. A large sea territorial means a big marine resource, and those resources play an important role in the country that owns it. As the world's largest marine nation and islands, Indonesia has around 5.8 million kilometers square. It is 75% of Indonesia's total territory, consists of 0.3 million kilometers square of water territorial, 2.8 million of Indonesian marine water, and 2.7 million kilometers square of Indonesia's exclusive economic zone, also known as ZEEI. Indonesian finances have been harmed by this activity. Around 30 trillion a year has been lost. But other than that, 1 million tons of fish each year that is supposed to be caught by Indonesian fishermen are stolen by the foreign fishermen.
Some factors behind illegal fishing in Indonesia. The first one is food needs that are incompatible with natural resource. With consumption levels so high and the power of growing fish is no match for what is needed, so they are doing expansion and illegal fishing in Indonesian Sea. The second one is the country's large territory and limited resource have left governments more than ever to handle and monitor Indonesian Sea. Because of the distance, sometimes the matter is not resolved in time and the loss of the country can't be saved. With so many unresolved cases, the perpetrators then take the matter for granted. And for example, the new Indonesian currently has 25 Fisheries Patrol vessels under the management of KKP. And of these, only 6 patrol ships are capable of operating in ZEE and the deep sea. The rest are only capable of operating in the coastal and shallow seas. However, it would take 19 Fisheries Patrol ships to control the large portion of Indonesian Sea.
Talaut Island, a part of the Indonesia region exactly in North Sulawesi. There is an abundance of fish resources, but unfortunately that potential is untapped optimally. Inaccessible geographic conditions, limited means and infrastructure, and low level of security have caused illegal fishing mass over the Talaut Island. Moreover, local fishermen, local apparatus and officials involved in this crime made the case even more complicated. Local fishermen are involved in illegal fishing because of poverty factor, lack of alternative jobs, low level of education, and high dependence on large fishermen. Some of the actors who are involved in illegal fishing on Talaut Island are peasant fisher, post-peasant fisher, commercial fisher, industrial fisher, local apparatus, and broker.
This research contributes to the categorization of various illegal fishing networks into 3 major groups. First, community networks, namely the types of illegal fishing networks carried out by small fishermen, using simple and relatively subsistence fishing gears. Second, social networks, which are the form of networks that are built by involving related parties or authorities in a regional context with relatively more advanced fishing gear. And third, industrial networks, namely networks that represent a form of cooperation network that is broader in scope by involving actors such as industrial scale fishermen, domestic and foreign fishers big businessmen, and supported by officials both at central and regional level.
Bilateral cooperation between Indonesia and Philippines to face the illegal fishing in Indonesian waters. Actually, Indonesia has built such cooperation with Philippines by making Memorandum of Understanding since 2006 as a cooperative step in overcoming the illegal fishing practices occurred in Indonesian waters. Bilateral cooperation between Indonesia and Philippines in the field fisheries have been started since 1969 and have experienced many ratifications. But the fact show that there are obstacles in the maritime cooperation and fisheries between Indonesia and Philippines. Non-fulfillment of cooperation could make an impact on the increasing of number illegal fishing activities in Indonesian waters. Besides, the implementation resulted from that memorandum on the maritime cooperation and fisheries were not effective. The lack of strict in that cooperative memorandum has resulted in the implementations of the cooperation not being optimal, which is there is no more definitive regulation handling illegal fishing.
Illegal fishing is a threat to Indonesia's economy and sovereignty that must be stopped. The struggle against illegal fishing is endless and required constant action. The security of Indonesia's maritime territory must be improved, especially in unspoiled ocean areas that have high fishery potential, because the Indonesian Sea area is very large and prone to illegal fishing. In addition, Indonesia itself must learn to exploit the potential of its own waters so that illegal fishing activities can be eradicated.
Our land, our sea, our fish, protected together.